Seattle has a temperate climate, classified in the Mediterranean zone by the main climatic classification, KNCSA, left square bracket 92 right square bracket left square bracket 93 right square bracket left square bracket 94 right square bracket, but some sources put the city in the oceanic zone CFA, top left square bracket 95 right square bracket left square bracket 96 right square bracket. It has cool, wet winters and mild, relatively dry summers, covering characteristics of both top left square bracket 97 right square bracket left square bracket 98 right square bracket. The climate is sometimes characterized as a modified Mediterranean climate, because it is cooler and wetter than a true Mediterranean climate, but shares the characteristic dry summer, which has a strong influence on the region's vegetation. Top left square bracket 99 right square bracket. The city and environs are part of USDA hardiness zone 8A, with isolated coastal pockets falling under 9A. Temperature extremes are moderated by the adjacent Puget Sound, Greater Pacific Ocean, and Lake Washington. Thus extreme heat waves are rare in the Seattle area, as are very cold temperatures, below about 15 F?9C. The Seattle area is the most cloudy region of the United States, due in part to frequent storms and lows moving in from the adjacent Pacific Ocean. With many more rain days than other major American cities, Seattle has a well-earned reputation for frequent rain. Top left square bracket 101 right square bracket. In an average year, at least 0.01 inches, 0.25 millimeters, of precipitation falls on 150 days, more than nearly all U.S. cities east of the Rocky Mountains. Top left square bracket 102 right square bracket. However, due to the fact that Seattle often has merely a light drizzle falling from the sky for many days, Seattle actually receives significantly less rainfall, or other precipitation, overall than many other U.S. cities like New York City, Miami, or Houston. Seattle is cloudy 201 days out of the year and partly cloudy 93 days. Top left square bracket 77 right square bracket. Official weather and climatic data is collected at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, located about 19 kilometers, 12 mi, south of downtown in the city of SeaTac, which is at a higher elevation, and records more cloudy days and fewer partly cloudy days per year. Top left square bracket 77 right square bracket. Hot temperature extremes are enhanced by dry, compressed wind from the west slopes of the Cascades, left square bracket 103, right square bracket, while cold temperatures are generated mainly from the Fraser Valley in British Columbia. Top left square bracket 104 right square bracket. From 1981 to 2010, the average annual precipitation measured at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport lost 37.49 inches, 952 millimeters. Annual precipitation has ranged from 23.78 in 604 millimeters in 1950 to 55.14 in 1,401 millimeters in 1950. For water year, October 1st, September 30th, precipitation, the range is 23.16 in 588 millimeters in 1,976 (77 to 51.82 in 1,316 millimeters in 1,996 (97 left square bracket 105 right square bracket). Due to local variations in microclimate, Seattle also receives significantly lower precipitation than some other locations west of the Cascades. Around 80 mi, 129 kilometers, to the west, the hot rainforest in Olympic National Park in the western flank of the Olympic Mountains receives an annual average precipitation of 142 in 3.61 m. 60 miles, 95 kilometers, to the south of Seattle, the state capital Olympia, which is out of the Olympic Mountains rain shadow, receives an annual average precipitation of 50 in 1,270 millimeters. Top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The city of Bremerton, about 15 mi, 24 kilometers west of downtown Seattle, in the other side of the Puget Sound, receives 56.4 in 1,430 millimeters of precipitation annually. Left square bracket 105 right square bracket. Conversely, the northeastern portion of the Olympic Peninsula, which lies east of the Olympic Mountains, is located within the Olympic Range shadow and receives significantly less precipitation than its surrounding areas. Prevailing airflow from the west expands and cools as it goes over the mountain range, resulting in high levels of precipitation within the mountains and its western slopes. Once the airflow reaches the leeward side of the mountains, it then compresses and warms, and is significantly drier. Sequim, Washington, nicknamed Sunny Sequim, is located approximately 40 mi, 64 kilometers, northwest of downtown Seattle and receives just 16.51 inches, 419 millimeters, of annual precipitation, more comparable to that of Los Angeles. Often an area devoid of cloud cover can be seen extending out over the Puget Sound to the north and east of Sequim. In average, Sequim observes 127 sunny days per year in addition to 127 days with partial cloud cover. Other areas influenced by the Olympic Range shadow include Port Angeles, Port Townsend, extending as far north as Victoria, British Columbia. Left square bracket 106 right square bracket. In November, Seattle averages more rainfall than any other U.S. city of more than 250,000 people. It also ranks highly in winter precipitation. Conversely, the city receives some of the lowest precipitation amounts of any large city from June to September. Seattle is one of the 5 rainiest major U.S. cities, as measured by the number of days with precipitation, and it receives some of the lowest amounts of annual sunshine among major cities in the lower 48 states, along with some cities in the Northeast, Ohio, and Michigan. Thunderstorms are rare. Left square bracket 107, right square bracket, as the city reports thunder on just 7 days per year. Left square bracket 108 right square bracket. By comparison, Fort Myers, Florida, reports thunder on 93 days per year, Kansas City on 52, and New York City on 25. Seattle experiences its heaviest rainfall during November, December, and January, receiving roughly half of its annual rainfall, by volume, during this period. In late fall and early winter, atmospheric rivers, also known as Pineapple Express systems, strong frontal systems, and Pacific low-pressure systems are common. Light rain and drizzle are the predominant forms of precipitation during the remainder of the year. For instance, in average, less than 1.6 in 41 millimeters of rain falls in July and August combined when rain is less common. On occasion, Seattle experiences somewhat more significant weather events. One such event occurred in December 2, 2007, when sustained hurricane-force winds and widespread heavy rainfall associated with a strong Pineapple Express event occurred in the greater Puget Sound area in the western parts of Washington and Oregon. Precipitation totals exceeded 13.8 in 350 millimeters in some areas, with winds topping out at 209 km/h, 130 miles per hour, along coastal Oregon. Left square bracket 109 right square bracket. It became the second wettest event in Seattle history when a little over 130 millimeters, 5.1 in, of rain fell on Seattle in a 24-hour period. Lack of adaptation to the heavy rain contributed to 5 deaths, widespread flooding and damage. Left square bracket 110 right square bracket. Autumn, winter, and early spring are frequently characterized by rain. Winters are cool and wet, with December, the coolest month, averaging 40.6 F, 4.8 C, with 28 annual days with lows that reach the freezing mark, and 2.0 days where the temperature stays at or below freezing all day. Left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The temperature rarely lowers to 20 F (?) 7 C. top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. Summers are sunny, dry and warm, with August, the warmest month, with high temperatures averaging 76.1. Question mark F, 24.5 C, and reaching 90 F, 32 C, in 3.1 days per year. In 2015 the city recorded 13 days over 90 F, top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The hottest officially recorded temperature was 103 F, 39 C, in July 29, 2009 left square bracket 111 right square bracket. The coldest recorded temperature was 0 F question mark 18 C, in January 31, 1950 left square bracket 112 right square bracket. The record cold daily maximum is 16. Question mark F question mark 9 C, in January 14, 1950, while, conversely, the record warm daily minimum is 71 F, 22 C. The day the official record high was set top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The average window for freezing temperatures is November 16th through March 10th, allowing a growing season of 250 days top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. Seattle typically receives some snowfall on an annual basis, but heavy snow is rare. Average annual snowfall, as measured at SeaTac Airport, is 6.8 inches, 17.3 cm. From winter season to winter season, amounts can be extremely variable. A single calendar day snowfall of 6 inches, 15 cm or greater has occurred in only 17 days since 1948, and only 3 times since February 17, 1996. In 17.3 cm of snow officially fell at SeaTac Airport in January 18, 2012. This 2012 moderate snow event was officially the 12th snowiest calendar day at the airport since 1948 and snowiest since November 1985 left square bracket 105 right square bracket. Locations to the south of Seattle received more, with Olympia and Chambliss receiving 14 to 18 and 36 to 46 cm. Top left square bracket 113 right square bracket. Much of the city of Seattle proper received somewhat lesser snowfall accumulations. Another moderate snow event occurred from December 12, 2008, when over 1 foot, 30 cm of snow fell and stuck on much of the roads over those 2 weeks, when temperatures remained below 32 F0 C, causing widespread difficulties in a city not equipped for clearing snow. In February 2019, Seattle experienced its snowiest month in 50 years, since January 1969, with 20.2 inches of snow, all from February 3,11, with 6.4 inches in February 8 and 6 more inches in February 11th left square bracket 114 right square bracket. The largest documented snowstorm occurred from January 5 9, 1880, with snow drifting to 6 feet, 1.8 m, in places at the end of the snow event. From January 31 to February 2, 1916, another heavy snow event occurred with 29 and 74 cm of snow in the ground. By the time the event was over, top left square bracket 115 right square bracket, with official records dating to 1948, the largest single-day snowfall is 20.0 in 51 cm in January 14, 1950 left square bracket 116 right square bracket. Seasonal snowfall has ranged from 0 in 1991 92 to 67.5 and 171 cm in 1968 69, with trace amounts having occurred as recently as 2009 10 left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The month of January 1950 was particularly severe, bringing 57.2 and 145 cm of snow, the most of any month, along with the aforementioned record cold top left square bracket 105 right square bracket. The Puget Sound Convergence Zone is an important feature of Seattle's weather. In the Convergence Zone, air arriving from the north meets air flowing in from the south. Both streams of air originate over the Pacific Ocean. Airflow is split by the Olympic Mountains to Seattle's west, then reunited to the east. When the air currents meet, they are forced upward, resulting in convection left square bracket 117 right square bracket. Thunderstorms caused by this activity are usually weak and can occur north and south of town, but Seattle itself rarely receives more than occasional thunder and small hail showers. The Convergence windstorm in December 2006 is an exception that brought heavy rain and winds gusting up to 69 miles per hour, 111 km/h. An event that was not caused by the Puget Sound Convergence Zone and was widespread across the Pacific Northwest. One of many exceptions to Seattle's reputation as a damp location occurs in El Nino years, when marine weather systems track as far south as California and less than the usual precipitation falls in the Puget Sound area. Left square bracket 118. Right square bracket, since the region's water comes from mountain snowpacks during the dry summer months, El Nino winters can not only produce substandard skiing but can result in water rationing and a shortage of hydroelectric power the following summer. Left square bracket 119 right square bracket,